Hey, I'm Heidi Kindlespire Hillman. I'm an embroidery and fiber artist and mixed media artist. And I am also a voracious reader. And I'm heading this weekend to my friend's house in Albuquerque for a reading retreat that she puts together every year. I have spent a lot of time thinking about the projects I'm going to take to work on while I read and while I listen to audiobooks. And I wanted to show you what I'm taking. I'll be flying, so I'm planning to knit on the plane. And I started this beautiful wide scarf from Pearl Soho. It's their, I think, elementary wrap scarf. I'm using altogether now from Gauge Dye Works. They're beautifully dyed yarn. And this is a really simple knit. It's my favorite kind of knitting to do. I often knit in the car or on a plane or while I read. I can do mindless knitting while I'm reading on my Kindle, or I have a like a thing my husband made me to hold my books open, so it's a book weight. That's what it's called. I can lay that on a paper book and knit while I read. And also just, of course, I could do it while I listen to audiobooks too. In fact, I'll probably only work on this on the plane because the other project I'm taking is a little more focus intensive and I get a little bit motion sick. So I don't think I'll be able to do that on the plane. But so this is how far it is. It's very simple. It's probably 2 inches at this point. I just started it yesterday so that I could get to the easy mindless part. And I doubt I'll finish this whole skein, but we'll see how that goes. I'll be sure to update you when I get back. The other project I'm taking, for months, as I've been preparing for this trip, have been planning to take a large sketchbook. I bought this. It's, I think it's 11 by 14. It's the largest sketchbook I've ever owned because I had this idea to start working on a fabric line. I'd like to design some fabric to use in sewing projects. And so I was planning to take this and just kind of work on some big, bold pattern ideas while I listened to audiobooks on this trip. And then I talked myself out of it. It's a little cumbersome. It's too big. I wanted to make sure to leave room in case I buy any books on this trip in my suitcase. So I can show you what I've got so far. This is my, just the very beginning. These are the only 2 pages I've done. But I'm planning to do a bunch of different designs like this, and this will be a long-term project. I'm excited to make some progress with it, and I am designing only with black watercolor. I have this Winsor Newton Ivory Black. That's the only color I'm using, and then I will make different colorways in Photoshop. So that is on the back burner for this trip. What I am taking is some embroidery. I have this little bag. It's a canvas bag. It's kind of divided. So I'll have I've got this with all my thread bobbins. And then my needle case. I need to put a few more needles in there. There's one right there on my desk. And then I just added this little strap so I can put my travel scissors in here as well. So that all fits in here along with these felted leaves that I've started. So this is handmade felt on commercial felt. And I just have a whole bunch of different colors and different shapes. So I'm starting these. I'll be adding embroidery detail. This one, I only got about that far during my morning stitching this morning. And then I did this gold thread stem. I will be adding more detail. So this is my audiobook listening project for the reading retreat. I know that I will need to switch back and forth. I'm just not used to having a ton of actually sitting down and reading time. And I don't know that my attention span can handle just hours and hours of that. So that is why I'm bringing these projects. So they both fit nicely in my personal item bag on the plane. And I'm not going to mess with this one on the plane. It's just kind of annoying to get out on the little tiny table. So I'll be knitting on the plane and embroidering during audiobook time. And I'm excited to give you an update when I get back. I've been home for about a week, and I have been working on this steadily during homeschool time and my morning reading, and sometimes in the car. We had a soccer game we needed to drive for, so I worked on it a bit, but that's where we are so far. This is still the first skein. And then I have another skein that's exactly the same as this one. And I think I might do stripes of a different skein in the middle just to make sure that this is as long and wide as I want it to be. I'm loving how that's looking so far.